welcome back to the LEC playoffs round 2. Rogue come back here in this round 2 and take down Schalke04. HanSama, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on winning this one. Nice hair color, by the way. When did you do it?
I did it 3 days ago.
Nice.
And it was a color that I always wanted to try to do.
Cool.
And today is the day.
Looks amazing and brought you luck. Actually, you bounced back here from the game you had last week. You got to see Schalke04 play against Fnatic actually a couple days ago. Did you learn anything from that series that helped you today win against them?
I was watching the series, but I didn't really analyze specifically what they would do. I think the team did a good job to draft around our strength to beat Schalke. And it was good.
It was good indeed. Okay, a bit more about Rogue then, because I had a talk with Odoamne before the series, and we listened to Rogue's comms last week, and he admitted that everything was a bit messy in communication. We saw that in game as well. Some misplays that we haven't been used to see from Rogue. What made it better this week for you?
What made it better is the focus that we had the whole week, like toning it down a bit on stage and not speaking at the same time, keeping the focus, keeping the plans, what we have to play for. The last time it was screaming left and right and we couldn't focus. It was so hard. We were all so overhyped that we were just playing so much worse and we couldn't do the thing that we usually do. Our identity would fall will go away. It was just so hard against Matt. But today I'm happy about how we changed stuff.
Odo was also mentioning the fact that you got so used to winning during the regular season that maybe it threw you off when you got back to stage playing longer series. Can you elaborate on this? Maybe the honeymoon phase you had during the regular season and arriving to playoffs, things felt different for you?
It felt different for sure. That's why that everyone made the mistake to be overhyped. I feel like, well, back in the office, you can kind of think more clear, having a bigger awareness how you want to play, like basically a bit more like in scrims, but there, being on stage after not being there for so long made us feel like it made just play more different and maybe choke a bit more. And it was, I mean, every game in the playoff are such bloody. There's so much fighting that we have to get used to it, and it's just like that. I don't know why all the games are just so much fight like this. I guess that's how it is.
You talk about adjusting from the office to coming back to stage. I remember the interview we had together earlier in the split. You were mentioning how important your routine is, taking care of your lifestyle, meditations and so on. We saw you outside earlier between the games, like stretching and everything. Is it important for you to take time and stretch during the games?
Yes, I think I should have done it more last week against Matt, because I mean, right now, what I did is just, well, Larsen was doing some activation, so I just wanted to follow him. But what I did is just closing my eyes and trying to calm down, because it's really easy to be so hyped, and I want to like keep up the good focus every single game. And the mistake I did during Mad Lions was like, after playing 2 Senna games and feeling useless, that made me, I should have done some strategies to come back mentally, to be like already good on the 3rd game. But I think I missed that. But today I feel like I was meditating a bit and being on the right mindset every single game. But now I did my all, but now I'm so tired.
These are important aspects of the game that we don't talk enough about. And you were mentioning the games of Senna. You must have been happy today playing Kalista. I mean, this champion was banned against you all the time during the regular season. And I mean, Schalke04 let the champion open today. Did it surprise you that Kalista went through the banning phase? And do you think that the champion is underestimated right now? Or is it just you being too strong with the pick?
I think the pick is not as good as before. But I still feel confident to pick it, because I always, when I play Kalista, it's not about the lane only, it's about what I can bring to the macro in early game, and this champ is so strong at opening the map because, well, I think I have decent micro knowledge. That's why I like to play her, especially if it's against fine matchups. And I didn't play her for a long time, but I just picked it up in this series. So I expected them not banning it like other teams.
Well, nice that you've been able to flex on that champion. Last question for you, Hans. Lower bracket means that you'll have to face G2 Esports next week. You haven't been so successful against G2 during the regular season. How is it going to be different this time around?
I think they're really strong in the regular season. We had quite bad games against them, but last time on the best of 5, we almost beat them, and I'm sure that this time we will do our best to try to take them out. And right now there's no. It kind of changed a bit the historic. I mean, it's not gonna be G2 Fnatic finals anymore. So we'll work hard to make it Mad and Rogue finals.
A new era. That's what we got from this playoff round 2, actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing finals and semi-finals next weekend. Hans, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Bon courage pour la semaine prochaine.
Merci.
And we're going to take one last break and we'll be back in a few minutes for post-game lobby with Shox and Shrimby. Stay tuned.